Top of the day to you, my amazing viewers. How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Her Diary. My name is Esther Alexander, aka Alexis. So welcome back to this episode. On this episode, I'm going to be balancing the equation. Like I posted a video 2 weeks ago on 10 things you should never say to a Nigerian lady, and people are like, Alexis, what about the guys? Okay, I've got you guys covered. Today, if you are a lady, there are things you should never say to a guy. Like it totally turns them off and it annoys them, like seriously. And also there are questions you should never ask because you don't want to know the answers to those questions. Okay, so let's hit it. But before that, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, that's the link under this video. Just click on it and subscribe to this channel. And if you have, I love you. So number one thing you should never ask a guy or tell a guy, you be like, it's nothing, I'm fine. Like you're not saying the same thing with your expression. You're looking all sad and somebody asks you what is the problem, you're like, it's nothing, I'm fine. You see this thing you're saying, it totally pisses Nigerian guys off. Like when you're angry and your whole expression is speaking that you're not happy, and a guy is like, what's wrong with you? And you're like, it's nothing, I'm fine. Do you know what that means? Like it's a turn off. You see that thing you're saying, it's nothing, I'm fine, it's actually something to them and they are not fine with it. Number two, aw, you're so sweet, how come you don't have a girlfriend? Did you agree to date him? He wants to date you and you're asking him how come he doesn't have a girlfriend. He doesn't have a girlfriend because you have refused to date him. Okay, so you see that particular question, this particular question is a total turn off. Like they really don't like it when you ask them how come they don't have a girlfriend, especially when they want you and you don't want them, yet you're still reminding them of the fact that you have been saying no for a long time. No, that question is totally a turn off for them. Number three question is, okay, you're like a brother to me. Like seriously, am I your cousin? Are you my elder sister or my younger sister? Are we bloodly related? Is my mother your mother? Is my father your father? Is my father's wife your mother? How am I your sister or your brother? You see that particular question, you're like a brother to me, or telling them you're like a brother to them. You're not like a sister to them, even though you see them as a brother. They don't see you as a sister. So stop reminding them of the fact that they want you and you don't want them back. Something else most Nigerian guys cannot withstand or can never ever stand is when you begin to compare them to your ex. You'll be like, my ex does this for me, my ex does this for me, my ex is this, my ex is that, that's why I left him. I don't like my ex because he does this, I don't like my ex because he's this, he's that. By the time you begin to compare them with your ex, my dear, you are filing for a disaster. The end of that relationship is going to be a total disaster because nobody wants to be compared with another person, especially when it has to do with your ex. Gosh, you're actually comparing your present date with your ex. That's a no-no. Number four, tell me about your past relationship. My sister, if you know about his past relationship, you will not want to date him again. If you know about his past relationship, you will not see him the same way. So just let sleeping dogs. But if you know you can't stand the answers, then you better don't ask such questions. And some girls will be like, why didn't you call me? Baby girl, have you been sitting on the phone from morning till evening? Have you been sitting on the phone like some customer care representative? Oh no. Oh my dear, are you expecting him to be with his phone all through the day? Do you think he's going to be on standby on his phone just the way you were? It's not possible. Why didn't you call me? That question, when you ask them, if you know the answer to that question in their mind, oh my god. Oh, you wouldn't ask that question at all, at all, at all. Some questions don't have answers, and even if they do, you don't want to know. So many ladies are actually filled with insecurities, like low self-esteem. They are even not sure of themselves. They're not even sure of themselves. That's what I'm saying is when you begin to ask questions like, would you still love me if what? Oh, would I still love you if you're a serial killer? Would I still love you if you're a prostitute? Would I still love you if you've killed someone before? Oh my dear, you don't need to ask that question. Somebody who loves you loves you. Asking such a question is putting love on the table and you don't want to know what he's going to choose. So the best thing is to enjoy your relationship while it lasts. Asking such questions, they are very leading questions and the answers are not very nice. So you just don't want to know the answers. Just enjoy the relationship. He loves you, that's why he's with you. You don't have to ask him if he would love you if this or that. Those questions, they are not necessary. You don't need to ask such questions. And asking a guy such questions, a smart guy will know that you have insecurity issues, and that is already a threat to your relationship. So don't ask. This one, me personally, I don't even like it. Like, you'll be like, is she more beautiful than I am? Do you know how many beautiful girls he actually left and come to be with you, and you're still trying to compare yourself with other people? Is she more beautiful than I am? Is her eyes bigger than mine? Does she smile better than me? You want him to tell you the truth? She does everything better than you, but he chose you. That's the most important thing. So you need to focus on the fact that he chose you. You need to just let everything go. Focus on the fact that he loves you, and then you guys should ride on. Because by the time you start asking those questions, you're just reminding him of the 1,000 girls, beautiful girls he left to be with you. You know why? Because you don't appreciate the fact that he loves you. Next is, where are we headed in this relationship? You see, that particular question is a good question with no good answer. Especially if you're new on a date, my dear, you should focus on making the relationship work. You should focus on knowing this guy better and know if you want to actually spend the rest of your life with him. Asking him, where are we headed? You don't want to know the answer, because there are three things that comes to mind. It's either you guys want to get married, it's either you want children together, or you want to start a family together. Those three things are what is involved in this particular question you're asking. And nobody, no guy who is just trying to see how the relationship is going to work, you ask such a question, he's going to think you're a desperado, like you desperately need him to get married to you and all of that. But then, if this relationship has been on for a long time, yes, it's good to ask this particular question so that you can know where you stand, know how to define your relationship. So by asking this question, you do that when the relationship is already soiling, and then you can have a good conversation. Don't always ask questions. Make sure you communicate most time, because that's going to help. If you always ask questions, you might just be asking some leading questions that you don't want to know the leading answers. Finally, who is she? Oh no, my dear, this is a total turn off. Yes, it's a total turn off. Especially when you're starting a relationship, you don't need to pry into every single girl you see around him. It's not necessary. It's not necessary. Every girl you see around him is not his girlfriend. You just need to know him better. You just need to focus on making your relationship work, because by the time you begin to pry into his private affairs, especially when you guys are just starting, it only shows that you are definitely going to be a thorn on the flesh. So there are some questions you should not ask, and if you must ask those questions, you should be prepared to know the answers to those questions. You should be prepared to take the answers to those questions, because some answers are not good for the ears. So it's better you don't even ask at all. Guys, please give us a break. And girls, don't be foolish. What a surprise. I know everybody's like, I should bring back those questions I actually said Nigerian guys shouldn't ask a Nigerian lady. No, guys are less complicated. Like I said earlier, it's okay to ask a guy his age. Like, he doesn't care if you ask him his age, doesn't care if you tell him he's short, he's tall. But you see, those questions are actually for the girls, because girls are really complicated and you don't want to know. But then these ones are actually for the guys. Guys don't find these questions, these ones I mentioned, they don't really find it funny. They might not tell you, but they don't find it funny. They don't like it when you're telling them it's nothing, I'm fine, and you're not fine. They don't like it when you compare them with your ex. They don't like it when you tell them you're like a brother to me, and they want to date you and you're telling them you're like a brother to me. They don't like it when you say, how come you don't have a girlfriend? No, they don't like it. And also, they don't like it when you begin to rush things. Where are we headed? When you guys just started. And they also don't like it when you begin to ask questions like, who is she? Who is she? So, thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I have actually balanced the equation. Okay, so guys, this for you, and girls, click on that link up there and watch what I said about 10 things you should never say to anyone. Until I come your way next week. Bye bye.